I buy it.
Mr. President and my highly respected and distinguished colleagues, permit me to lead the debate on this very crucial and important bill, which seeks to establish the Nigerian Economic Diversification Council and to provide for comprehensive framework, structures, programs, and schemes for strengthening Nigerian capacity development in order to diversify the Nigerian economy for national self-sufficiency, job creation, international competitiveness of Nigerian domestic businesses, and reduce capital flight. The bill was read the first time in this Hallowed Chamber on Wednesday, 8 December 2021 as Senate Bill 875. Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, this lead debate will seek to give the following: the urgency of now for Nigeria to diversify its economy, the imperative of the Nigerian Economic Diversification Bill, and what the bill seeks to achieve and how it will achieve it through the content and organization of the bill. Mr. President and distinguished colleagues, the fundamental basis of our democracy is anchored on our Constitution, and specifically Section 14, subsection 1b, states that the security and welfare of the people shall be the primary purpose of government. Furthermore, Section 16 states that the state shall direct its policy towards ensuring the promotion of a planned and balanced economic development, that the material resources of the nation are harnessed and distributed as best as possible to serve the common good, that the economic system is not operated in such a manner as to permit the concentration of wealth or the means of production are exchanged in the hands of few individuals or of a group. The crafting and drafting of the Nigerian Economic Diversification Bill took note of this provision and thus seek to achieve the following. Mr. President, my distinguished colleagues, you agree with me that more than half of our national revenue derives from oil exports. Nigeria's economic fortunes are tied to the boom and bust cycles of the oil market. Those fortunes have waned way below expectations in recent past, and with more than 1/4 of our labor force jobless, it's time to question the country's economic pathway. For decades, the mantra of economic diversification characterized attempts to reverse Nigerians' dependence on oil with little or no progress. Despite numerous reforms, international loans, and restructuring programs, millions of Nigerians live in deteriorating conditions of poverty. The current coronavirus pandemic, combined with mounting debt obligations and declining GDP, gives new urgency to this issue. The urgency of now for us to diversify the Nigerian economy is real, Mr. President. Mr. President, Nigeria's economic fortunes, like I said, are tied down to the oil market, and we've seen the drops of recent. Let me move to page 3. Economic diversification, therefore, entails not just a transition away from reliance on a few commodities, but also structural transformation as seen by improved productivity, growth, and development. It facilitates the diversification of factors of production, trade, and revenue through various dimensions. Inadequate infrastructure such as lack of proper transportation and frequent power outages make it difficult for firms, particularly in the industrial cycle, to thrive. Mr. President, in developing this bill, we've had to interface with the following: Nigerian Economic Summit Group, Manufacturers Association of Nigeria, Ship Owners Association of Nigeria, Nigerian Internet Registration Association, Nigeria Association of Chambers of Commerce, Industry, Mines, and Agriculture, Nigeria Employers Consultative Association, Nigeria Association of Small and Medium Enterprises, Nigeria Association of Small-Scale Industrialists, Information Technology Association of Nigeria, and Federation of Agricultural Commodity Association of Nigeria. The bill has 42 parts, consisting of 375 clauses, all dealing with various aspects of diversifying the Nigerian economy. Mr. President, the governance structure of this bill is crafted such that Mr. President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria will be the chairman of the board, while sectoral ministries that have critical role to play will be members, alongside with members of the organized private sector. Mr. President, the intent here is to bring all these actors together so that when decisions are taken, they can truly be executed and followed through. Objectives of the bill, like I said, is to actually support and provide a legislative framework that will guide diversification of the Nigerian economy. Application and scope of the bill, that is at page 5. The provision of this bill are to be applicable to all ministries, agencies of the federal government, and private businesses. However, development in the oil and gas sectors are excluded from the application of this bill. The provision of the bill in relation to some of the sectors on solid minerals, for example, the bill identifies some critical sectors, industries in which there are lack of capacity development, thereby depriving the country of revenues. Consequently, the bill made provisions for the development of Nigerian indigenous capacity in these sectors or subsectors. For example, lack of indigenous capacity development in the solid minerals was identified as acquisition of modern mining equipment by Nigerians to mine solid minerals for the benefit of the country, which are since giving room for foreigners to unlawfully collaborate with indigenous Nigerians to exploit various solid minerals and ferry these resources out of the country without any benefit to the country. On ICT, the Nigerian domain name .ng, which sought to be the pride of the country in the internet world, is not even used by some government officials in Nigeria for no just cause. Nigerian businesses or entities seem also to be ashamed of using the .ng domain name. They prefer foreign domain names. Sadly, billions of dollars and employment opportunities are lost to other countries as a result of lack of indigenous capacity development and patronage of indigenous products in the ICT sector. On manufacturing and power sectors, I have in my earlier debate under my general introduction supported the apt and unavoidable opinion canvassed in diversifying the Nigerian economy by various actors. And let me move to page 7. One national challenge against result-oriented diversification in the manufacturing sector of the economy is the dumping of foreign goods and contrabands on the country. Foreign substandard and over-subsidized goods act as barriers to the development of the manufacturing sector in the country. To arrest this distortive situation, clauses 340 to 342 of the bill provide for the establishment of National Committee on Anti-Smuggling, Counterfeiting and Dumping, to be headed by a member of the Manufacturing Association of Nigeria. It is essential to mention that the bill adopts the twin concepts of import substitution and export expansion to achieve diversification and to ensure that this approach works and seamlessly too. Mr. President, on the maritime sector, for example, it is a huge sector in which Nigeria continuously loses foreign earnings to foreign shipping companies. The few indigenous Nigerian shipping companies are most times denied patronage for no good reason or cause shown. Even Nigerian government officials and Nigerian companies do not see the need to patronize these few shipping companies. This has created a discouraging situation for the few Nigerian shipping companies while creating golden opportunities for foreign ship owners to utilize the vast economic potentials in the maritime sector. Mr. President, the country is in a pathetic situation in the international maritime industry, as even indigenous Nigerian seafarers who will have earned billions of dollars and sent such money to the Nigerian economy through the maintenance of membership of their families resident in Nigeria are lacking. It is sad that even one Nigerian Maritime Academy, ORON, cannot produce qualified seafarers to compete for jobs in the international maritime industry, unlike the positive situation in Ghana. Mr. President and my distinguished colleagues, the voyage for a fair share of income for Nigeria in the international maritime industry is not forward-looking, but to promote effective and efficient diversification in this sector. Clauses 209 to 225 provide remedies to this. On the health sector, another sector that special capacity development and content monitoring is required to develop the Nigerian economy is the health sector. Nigerian business development in the health sector is neither here nor there. Medical tourism is now the order of the day, as we all know, and definitely Nigeria has lost more than 1 billion as it is allocated to the medical tourism abroad. There is less than 1 billion that could be made available to other critical sectors of the economy. This bill identifies 4 areas in health challenges in the country that so strain is made on the foreign reserves for lack of local development and capacity. They are in the area of oncology, orthopedics, nephrology, and cardiology. To arrest the continuous drain on foreign reserves and also to provide reliable and world standard domestic capacities in these areas, provisions have been made in the bill. Mr. President, distinguished colleagues, on agriculture and agro-allied product sector, the importance of the agricultural sector cannot be overemphasized. There is also a lack of synergy between the agricultural sector and the other critical sectors of the economy, especially the manufacturing sector. The bill, in order to promote sustainable agricultural system with industrial-based support, deliberately made provisions for backward and forward linkages as provided in the bill. Mr. President, recently, precisely on 9th March 2022, the Honorable Minister for Industry, Trade and Investment has recommended a law on these provisions of the bill, which state that no foreign company or entity can buy agricultural produce directly from Nigerian farmers. Summary of the benefits of the bill. Mr. President, this bill will definitely help us to tackle the challenges that will come with the implementation of the African Continental Free Trade Agreement. It will save a lot of foreign currency to us, and it will create massive employment opportunities. Mr. President, funding of the bill has also been provided through surcharge, through various directorates established in the bill. Conclusion and prayers. Mr. President, I believe in our legislative agenda, we have critically included diversifying the Nigerian economy, and this bill seeks to provide that legislative framework for this. With this, Mr. President, I urge that my colleagues support that this bill be read the second time. The second time. I saw
a bill for an act to enact the Nigerian Economic Diversification Bill, to establish the Nigerian Economic Diversification Council, and to provide for comprehensive framework, structures, programs, and schemes for strengthening Nigerian capacity development in order to diversify the Nigerian economy for self-sufficiency, job creation, international competitiveness of Nigeria, domestic businesses, and for other related matters. 2022 second reading taken, and the bill is referred to the Committee on National Planning and Economic Affairs to report back within 4 weeks. Thank you. Leader of the Senate.